Among all the great kings in history, Solomon stands out for his unmatched wisdom and wealth. But who was he really? What lies behind this significant figure in biblical tradition? Today, we will explore the journey of Solomon, a man who lived a life of power and knowledge, but also faced challenges that tested his faith and integrity. The son of David and Bathsheba, Solomon was born into a context of tensions and aspirations. He was not the eldest son, and therefore succession to the throne of Israel was not guaranteed. However, David, in his final days, chose Solomon as his successor, provoking mixed reactions within the court, especially from his half-brother Adonijah, who also desired power and the throne. This conflict over succession marked the beginning of a reign that would demand great political skill and discernment from Solomon. To secure his position, he had to make hard decisions, eliminating threats to his power and consolidating his authority in Israel. Upon taking the throne, Solomon received a unique opportunity to connect with the divine. In a dream, God offered him the chance to ask for anything he desired. Solomon could have requested wealth, long life, or the defeat of his enemies. However, the young king asked for wisdom to govern his people with justice and discernment. This request pleased God so much that he granted Solomon unparalleled wisdom, along with wealth and glory beyond any other king's experience. This wisdom became Solomon's most celebrated trait, to the point that he was recognized throughout the ancient world as the wisest king. One of the stories that best illustrates his discernment is the judgment between two women claiming to be the mother of the same baby. Without an obvious way to prove who was telling the truth, Solomon proposed a bold and shocking solution to divide the child in half and give each woman a portion. The real mother, moved by love, relinquished her claim so the baby could live, revealing the truth. This judgment further solidified Solomon's reputation as a just and discerning king. In addition to his justice, Solomon is also remembered for his grand construction projects, especially the temple in Jerusalem. This was not an ordinary temple, but a work of rare beauty, built with precious materials and dedicated solely to God. Upon completing the temple, Solomon prayed to God, asking that he listen to the prayers of all who would come to the temple seeking help and comfort. This act symbolized the temple as the spiritual heart of Israel, a place where the people could feel the presence of God. Solomon's fame spread far beyond the borders of Israel, attracting rulers and visitors from various lands. One of the most notable figures was the Queen of Sheba, who traveled from afar to meet him and test his wisdom with challenging questions. Upon seeing Solomon's wealth and hearing his profound answers, the queen was amazed, recognizing the greatness of the king and taking stories of him back to her people. This encounter illustrates how influential Solomon became in the ancient world and how admired his wisdom was. However, Solomon's story also carries a warning lesson. In the later years of his life, he began to drift away from God, influenced by the foreign wives he had brought into his palace. These wives came from cultures with different beliefs and practices, and over time, Solomon turned away from God's teachings, worshipping other gods and allowing idolatry to spread in Israel. This change caused great dissatisfaction among the people, who began to view with distrust the man once acclaimed for his wisdom and faith. Solomon's spiritual decline had serious consequences. After his death, the kingdom of Israel, which he had worked so hard to consolidate, split into two: the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. This division marked the beginning of an era of conflict and instability that would last for centuries. Solomon's story is thus a reminder that even the wisest can falter if they allow power and wealth to corrupt their heart. Despite his errors, Solomon's legacy endured through generations. He is credited as the author of 3 of the Bible's most reflective books: Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Song of Songs. These writings are filled with lessons about life, humility, the pursuit of truth, and the danger of vanity. Through his words, Solomon teaches us that true wisdom goes beyond intellect. It involves a heart guided by reverence for God and the pursuit of justice. His story is a powerful lesson on human frailty and the danger of being seduced by power. Even the wisest man can err if he abandons the principles that made him great. Solomon's journey reminds us that a person's true legacy lies not in their wealth or power, but in their integrity and commitment to truth. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn more about the incredible stories and characters of the Bible, subscribe to our channel, share this content, and leave a comment. Your opinion is very important to us. Stay with us on this journey, exploring the eternal lessons the Bible has to offer.